I'm Charles Mereday, and I'm in the restaurant business. In my 20 years as a chef and restaurant owner, I've been able to work and eat in some of the great kitchens around the globe. There's a whole side of the restaurant that most people will never get to see. So now, I want to take you to the back of the house, into kitchens of some of the best chefs in the world. Along the way, I'll share some of my own tips and recipes so you can cook like a pro too. So join me in the back of the house for a whole new perspective on cooking and food. Roger. Service, please.
Buona Pasqua.
I'm glad that you came. Please.
All right, so tonight we're filming here at the Bay House, and this is one of Naples' best places for fresh seafood in a beautiful setting. I came here the first time for fresh oysters, and this time I just got turned on to some really wonderful seafood dishes. So come and check out the Bay House. It's really exceptional seafood right here in Naples. Chef, how you doing?
Hi, good. Nice.
Yeah, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. Glad to have you here.
I've been here a few times, and every time it's been exceptional. So,
Thank you very much.
I'm really excited about this.
I appreciate you saying so.
Why don't you just tell me a little bit about yourself and your background and how you ended up here?
Yeah, I think I just got really lucky. My wife's hobby used to be to look for jobs for me in places that she thought she might like to live.
Okay.
And it just came up that she found a great ad for a chef here in Naples.
Okay.
It was kind of a funny written ad, and I responded kind of in a funny way. And it just turned out that the owner and I have really similar sensibilities about food and restaurants.
Okay, where are you from originally?
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
There's some great food out there.
Yeah, definitely. I feel, came from a great food culture.
Okay, did you start cooking in Nashville? Is that your background? Or?
Well, yeah, definitely. I went to the Opryland Hotel. They used to have an apprenticeship program
sure,
there.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
I was an apprentice for 3 years in a giant hotel.
Okay.
Working
Yeah, I mean, a world famous apprenticeship at Opryland.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about the Bay House and.
Okay. The restaurant's been here for 22 years. The current ownership's had it for about 7 years. And,
Okay.
I'm going into my 5th season now.
Okay.
Again, like I said, the owner and I have really similar sensibilities about food. He's from Charleston. I'm from Tennessee.
Oh, wow, okay.
The sous chef, our chef de cuisine, Jamie, is from New Orleans. So we
Okay.
kind of brought all those southern sensibilities together and then used the local products, the best local products that we can get.
So, aside from local, which is, for sure, what about your philosophy in cooking in general? Like,
Yeah.
what do you think?
Well, I'm kind of torn. I like to get the best ingredients that I can and then not mess with them too much,
Right.
just try not to mess it up. But then at the same time, I like to touch the plate as many times as I can. So it's
Okay.
kind of conflicting, I like a
That's
little bit of
general.
both. I like a little bit of both. So,
Okay. Well, great. Well, tell me a little bit about what we're going to prepare today.
Yeah, we're going to make our lobster boil. In Charleston, you might call it a frogmore stew or a Beaufort stew, that kind of thing. But we serve it right here in the claw bar. It's kind of fun. Folks get to sit right in front of it and watch us make it. So we have our little steam kettles here, which will get them hot.
This is really cool. Actually, this is one of the first times I've ever seen kettles really as part of a show kitchen or that type of environment. So
Yeah, this was.
very unique.
We knew we wanted to do what we call a claw bar. We focus more on claws than we do on just raw items. But we also knew that we wanted it to be a bit of a show. Obviously the scenery is beautiful. We got the river right here, so we wanted the show inside to be to equal the view outside.
It's extremely beautiful here. It's a very peaceful type of setting and just serene.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
really,
you.
really nice.
It's the same in the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we just got our kettle heating up here, and we're gonna add some lobster to it. Let's see. So this is actually a cold water lobster, and we split them in half. I leave the coral and the roe and all that in there. I
Okay.
think it adds a lot of nice flavor.
Sure, sounds good.
So these kettles, they're steam kettles. You can't really saute anything in it, but you can certainly boil stuff. So it's perfect for this application. And then we're gonna throw a couple crab claws in there, and we'll just crack them to make sure the steam gets in there. So,
Stone crabs.
yeah. So part of the thing with this dish, obviously with the shells on, it takes a little work to eat it, but it's well worth it. And so this is a shellfish stock that we make in-house, and then we flavor with brandy, white wine, a little tomato, and lots of fresh herbs.
Okay.
There's a little bit of hot sauce in there, but I wouldn't say it's hot.
And what's the shellfish in the stock? Is that lobster as well?
We use primarily pink shrimp here, and we peel them all in-house. So we save all of our shells from that, use that to make the shellfish stock. We also use some crab bodies as well as lobster bodies.
A lot of flavor in the crab body.
Yeah. So we'll let that start cooking a little bit. Those two things kind of tend to take the longest to heat up.
This looks like it's going to be amazing. Is this a dish for one, or is this something that you would share typically?
I guess I could take down the whole thing, you know.
Me too.
Some folks will share it. There's half a lobster, some sausage, corn. It's a good bit of food, but I certainly think it's nice for one person.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
yeah. I thought maybe while we're doing that, while that's heating up, I'll shuck you a couple oysters. You like oysters?
Do I? That's one of my favorite things. You see the raw bar, it's just amazing. Chef, tell me what type of oysters these are.
So this is a Wellfleet from Massachusetts. Just shucked them just now, and I figured maybe we'd put a little our preserved lemon mignonette on there.
Oh, great. It's different. I don't think I've ever heard of it. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's delicious.
All right. Cheers. Oh,
Our lobster boil is starting to steam a little bit, so we can start to add some of our other ingredients here.
oh yeah, look at that.
Again, that's starting to get nice and cooked. We'll go ahead and throw some shrimp in there. They take just a minute to cook. And our sausage and potatoes. Put the top back on for a second here. Give it a little shake. You just want to make sure the shrimp are down in the broth. Everything else is just kind of steaming. Excuse me. Always a little salt and pepper.
Nice. Is that white pepper?
Yeah, fresh ground white pepper. I think then we can go ahead and throw our corn and a couple mussels in here. Nice and purged and clean. We'll let that cook for just a second.
So Chef, tell us about how you clean the mussels.
So we soak them in ice and salt water. They come to us
Okay.
in a nice bag. We soak them in ice water with salt and just let them purge out.
Okay.
Then when we go to put them in, we de-beard them. You just look for, if there's a little bit of a beard on the outside, you just give it a pull. And
I think the salt water gets any grit or grime or
yeah,
anything
just
like that?
makes it frustrates them a little bit, annoys them, so they spit a little bit, and then everything comes out in the water rather than in the food.
Oh, that's a pretty good idea. Man.
Yeah, definitely. So we're getting close. We're just gonna wait now. You can smell that.
Oh, it smells great.
We're gonna wait for our.
The broth really smells good. You can tell you put a lot of time and effort into the.
Thank you very much.
Broth. I can smell it from here.
And while that's cooking, we'll just gather up some of our. Let me gather some of our utensils that we're gonna need to eat with.
Okay, great.
One second.
It's time to throw down.
Okay, so at this point, our mussels are open. Everything's ready. I'm just gonna shut our kettle off.
It smells fantastic.
Thank you. Here's the tricky part. Try to get it all in there without making a mess.
Oh, look at that.
We have all our shellfish, our sausage, corn, and serve it with some warm Parker House rolls.
Oh, wow. Chef, this looks fantastic.
Thank you.
The
Thank you.
simplicity of it is the beautiful thing about it. It's
Yeah.
just simple and great ingredients and some really skillful technique. I'm
Thank
really
you.
excited to try it.
Yep.
Just bury my face in this right
Yeah,
now.
go right ahead.
So-
All right, and here's some of our Yankee cornbread.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. Chef, what makes a Yankee corn?
It's sweet and yellow.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, look at that. Woo. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm just being nice and using silverware because
Yeah.
I really want to just pick it up with my hands. Perfect. This is so delicious. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, so good. Okay. Ready for this one? So one biter right here. I was stuck on the oysters. That's why I came here the first time. This is unbelievable. When you make it here, make sure you try this. Incredible. So much flavor, simplicity, fresh seafood. This is one of the best seafood dishes I've ever had. That was delicious.
Thank you very much.
Honestly,
Thank you.
that was really good. Alright, so every night here at the restaurant we offer a vegan tasting menu. And what that means is exactly that every item in the dish is plant-based. So there's no animal products in the dish at all. There's no butter, cream, of course there's no meat, completely vegan. So in addition to that, one of the things that we like to experiment with or include in our cooking here is the use of different spices. So today we're going to prepare a vegan tagine. Tagine is a traditional Middle Eastern dish that's baked in a clay pot and it's conical shaped. So the condensation inside of the cone runs back down into the dish and keeps it nice and moist. That's typically beneficial when you're cooking meat, but we don't really need that today since we're cooking vegetables. And the tagine is going to be curried, very exotic Middle Eastern and Moroccan style flavor. So let's get started. I'm going to walk you through that right now. Alright. So we're going to start with some extra virgin olive oil. That's really important because it's going to be a key ingredient in the actual flavor of the dish. Okay, extra virgin olive oil, ground garlic, shallots, ginger. Throw in some other vegetables really quickly there. I'm going to add in some green beans, potatoes, and some fennel. Most of these things have already been blanched as well. One of the most important things to remember when you're cooking curry is that you need to actually brown the curry. You need to develop the flavor of the curry with heat in the oil. So some of the main ingredients in curry: turmeric is the base of it, ground coriander, also ground cumin, and we actually have a little bit of curry powder as well. So I'm going to start with the curry powder. You're going to want to use generous amounts. Turmeric, coriander, and then one of the most unique things about Moroccan style cooking is the use of cinnamon along with that. Cinnamon in that same blend. Alright, so you can automatically start to smell what's going on here. If you don't brown it, it will taste very gritty and pasty. We don't want that. Alright, so that is perfect. Nice and brown there. Okay. And then just to slow down the cooking here, we're just going to add some water. I have some root vegetables here that we cooked ahead of time. There's sweet potato, butternut squash, acorn squash, and golden beets in here. Now these are already cooked, so we can add them in now. And again, because this is vegan, the base of this dish is going to be coconut milk. There you go. That's coming together really nicely. We're just going to let that simmer nicely for about 5 minutes or so. It's going to be ready. One of the things that I like to use here when we're making curries, there's so many different types of curries, and I like to use them together a lot of times. So one thing that we're going to add into this is a little bit of red curry, and this is a different style of curry. This is more of an Asian style curry, and it comes in a paste form. And I like to use it in conjunction. Just as a little heightening for the seasoning. For me, it's extremely important to make sure that all the flavors are balanced in every dish. So I really like to make sure there's enough acidity and brightness in the dish to really make it pop. So I'm going to add in just a few splashes of fresh squeezed lemon juice there. There's also some bright green notes, some fresh chopped parsley, and cilantro. Tagine is served with couscous, Moroccan style couscous at that. This is a Moroccan style dish. So couscous is actually a form of pasta. A lot of people think it's a grain, but it's not actually. We're going to start the couscous. We're going to do it a little bit differently. Just some finely chopped shallots. There's a little bit of ginger in there as well. And then we have some red table grapes that we're going to add in. And the couscous is already ready. And that's it. Again, some chopped parsley, salt, a little bit of water, and some lemon. Alright, we're just going to let that cook for about a minute and it'll be done. So if you're a vegan or if you're not, I mean, this is an extremely delicious dish. It's not something that has to be just because you're a vegan. It's just because it really tastes good. So I would encourage you to try it at home. Alright, couscous is ready. Tagine. Alright, so we're going to go plate this. So we're going to pair this vegan tagine with some raw vegetables and herbs and leaves too to give it a lot of brightness and a lot of flavor. So I'm going to start by plating a little bit of this up here. So tagine is plated, and now we're going to come back in. We're going to add some raw tomato, different colors, baby heirloom tomatoes. Add some celery leaves and hearts. This is a really, really delicious thing, by the way. If you throw these away at home, you're really making a bad mistake. This is one of the best parts of the sauce. And then these are really cool. These are pickled Peruvian peppers. They're called sweetie drops. They're very nice. They're not very spicy, but they have a nice little punch. And the acid from the pickling is extremely nice. Next, just going to finish it with a little bit of the couscous right on top. Here you have it. This is a vegan curried vegetable tagine with Moroccan style couscous. And it should be fantastic. I mean, it's a lot of depth and flavor along with some very fresh, raw notes that are very bright and both acidity and then the sweetness too. So it should be nicely balanced.
Don't go away. There'll be more cooking and food when Back of the House returns after these messages. Alto Live Jazz Kitchen is Southwest Florida's new hotspot for dinner and nightlife. Featuring local and nationally known jazz acts 7 nights a week, award-winning cuisine, a full bar, and extensive wine list, Alto is the ultimate destination for great music and food. Come see what everyone is talking about at Alto Live Jazz Kitchen, located in Bayfront, downtown Naples, or go to altonaples.com for a current menu and entertainment schedule. We now return to Back of the House with Charles Mereday.
So this is our second annual duck dinner, and we do this each year for the Children's Advocacy of Collier County. This is an organization that helps to fight child abuse in our community. And what this is a partnership with Joe Jergelwitz and Sons Duck Farms out of Pennsylvania. They're our provider for duck here. And we team up with them each year and we do a feast at Christmas time to benefit the CAC. The unique thing about this is it's a 5-course meal and all 5 courses are featuring duck in every course, including dessert. In addition to that, 100% of the proceeds from the dinner go to the CAC. So it's a really fantastic event and we're really excited about tonight's meal, and it's been a lot of fun, preparing the duck. We're really excited to see it unfold.
Pelando pato.
Duck heart tagine.
So yeah, we're here at the duck dinner tonight, Jergelwitz Duck, Mereday's Fine Dining, for a great cause tonight. Everybody's here. Chef Jay's here from Alto, Chef Charles is here, Chef Dave, myself, to donate our time for a great cause. So it should be a great event. Lots of duck. Everybody should leave full and happy, and it's just nice to do these kind of things in the holiday. We stay really busy throughout the year, so it's nice to come together for a good cause and joke around, have fun. We don't all get to cook together anymore. We're all separated between Alto here and the brasserie. So it's kind of good to get back in the mix with all these guys and do it for a good cause. So
Crispy good?
it's like fried duck.
Poached and roasted?
My name is Blake Bowdish. I am the president and founder of Five Diamond Delicacies, a company that provides Meredays and other high-end restaurants with exotic edibles, fresh white truffles amongst others. We're very proud to be part of this event tonight. Having a child of my own, that speaks volumes that somebody cares about that. So when he told me that this was going on, I said, you don't even have to ask. I'd be happy to be part of it. I'd be happy to donate whatever you guys need. So we brought half pound of fresh white truffles, and hopefully everybody here likes them as much as we do.
That's all. Thanks for having us. We're really proud to be part of this, and we hope to be part of this 20th.
Absolutely.
Okay? Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you. Okay, so we took the duck and we used every single part of the duck. The whole ducks we roasted, and we're doing them Peking style with the crepe and hoisin sauce and the cucumber salad.
These are pickled beach mushrooms, brown beach mushrooms, or they're also known as hashiminji mushrooms.
Got a little bit of everything. We took the duck livers and we made a duck liver mousse with white truffles and sweet and sour blueberry jam.
Next we're gonna do duck breasts with crispy skin, Chef's Garden mesclun, and pineapple gastrique.
It's duck heart tagine. It's braised duck hearts that are braised in curry and apricots and served over couscous. Really quite delicious. For the remainder of the duck, we use the bones to make a soup, and we pull the duck legs, and we're having a duck leg soup en croûte with fresh white truffles and pumpkin seed oil. For the main course, we're doing a coq au vin style duck leg. It's duck leg braised in red wine and served with parsnip puree and root vegetables from the Chef's Garden. And then for dessert, of course, it's duck also. It's duck egg ice cream. It's white chocolate that's infused with duck fat, and then a duck fat and hazelnut Napoleon that's served with a white chocolate caramel sauce. First off, I hope that you guys all enjoyed everything. We had a blast. Seriously, how are we going to make this bigger, and how are we going to make it better, and how are we going to do more next year? Definitely thanks to the CAC and for allowing us to, help contribute to your cause. So thank you all very much. I hope you enjoyed it. All right. I don't know if you're finished or if not.
Thank you so much for what you've done for us. This is the Children's Advocacy Center of Collier County. We've been in operation since 1986, so we've been here quite a while. We serve the most seriously abused children in our community. Well, the event at Mereday's was wonderful. It was beautiful, and Charles Mereday just did so much to support our organization and to bring attention to what we do and to help raise funds for us. We raised that night almost $9,000. It was $8,800, and also we had one of our patrons that night send in a donation of $5,000 to us. So we were very excited about that. It's one of the challenges that we have is people don't know who we are and they don't know what we do. There are so many kids in our community that need our help. Last year we served over 2,000 children and from all neighborhoods and all walks of life. So just being able to get out there to tell what we do and for people to hear what we do really means a lot to us. Not to mention it was a fabulous dinner. It was beautiful. The food was amazing. The duck dinner, from the appetizers to the salad, the soup, the entree, and the fabulous dessert was amazing. So we had a wonderful night.